Hi, this is your weekly read. This is from the 7th to the 13th of March 2022. As you know, it's a collective read, so it resonates with everybody in their own way. So take the reading how it resonates with you. Some parts of the reading may have lots of relevance to you, and other parts maybe not so much, because I tend to have individual messages for smaller groups or individuals as well. That's how Spirit works with me. They give me quite specific messages as well. So I have shuffled the cards, and I've asked my angels and guides and yours to come in and give me clarity. So I'm going to just see what comes up for you. Yeah, so the energy this week is very much about self-love, self-worth, appreciating who you are, respecting who you are, and making sure that you have those boundaries in place. Often we kind of just want to have peace, and being the peacemaker is wonderful, and it's important in order to kind of, have that energy that is loving and kind, but at the same time it's incredibly important also to have self-respect and self-worth, and putting boundaries up in place if people are stepping over the mark. So this week I want you to really reevaluate any areas out of your life that feel out of alignment, and whether there's any relationships or situations in your life where you feel like you're not giving yourself enough self-respect. This could be your own self-care, ensuring that you're putting procedures in place where you're looking after yourself, ensuring that you're having spa treatments or watching a nice film if you need to, or just looking after yourself. Or it may be that you need to look at your relationships and where you need to put boundaries up and say, enough's enough and I need more time for me, or just having more self-respect for you if people aren't treating you well, or not communicating with you properly, whatever it might be. Okay, so that is our first energy for the cards, and I am feeling as well that you need to make this first step. You can't expect things to just I'm feeling that there's 2 or 3 of you that you're having relationship issues here, and you're expecting everything to just fall into place. But you've got to understand that in order for things to kind of work out for you, you also need to put structure in place and set boundaries. And I feel like you need to bring harmony back into your life. That is what this energy that I'm feeling around this. Okay, so let's see. Yep. This card is very much about believing in yourself. Spirit is saying that they believe in you, they believe in your abilities, but you have to believe in yourself. And this whole energy at the beginning of this reading is all about self-confidence, self-belief, self-worth. And that could be putting, as I say, boundaries in place and respect for yourself, but it also could be in situations where there's things you're wanting to achieve, but you have self-doubt and you don't believe that you're enough. So this is very much about looking at where there's any elements within your life where you are maybe not having enough self-confidence, not having enough self-worth, maybe feeling that you're not worthy enough, and because of that you're not actually stepping out of your comfort zone in order to achieve what you truly want. Okay, so please contact me if you're having difficulties with this. Okay, there is definitely a light here. There's new possibilities coming in. Okay, that's what this energy, because we've got these candles here and they're lighting the way, and it's there's new possibilities coming in for your future. So you've just got to be very, very aware. Notice when any small opportunities come up. It might not necessarily be some massive light bulb moment or this thing that comes thrown into you, but you've got to look out for those smaller things that might come out there that you're maybe missing. Okay, there's definitely changes coming in that are going to bring better energy for you, and I feel Spirit is kind of trying to guide you. They're holding your hand and they're saying, move this direction. Stop staying in that stagnant situation where you're going round and round on this hamster wheel and you're not ever moving out of that situation. It feels as if it's like this karmic cycle and you're never ever coming off of the wheel, if that makes sense. So I want you to step off of that and know that there is better there, and there are changes that are going to really help you, but you've got to allow them to help you move through it. Okay, you're really ready for a change of scenery. Okay, this week this is all about kind of looking at your life and where you want to go. And for some of you, I feel this might be quite daunting, but it needs to be done. The only way you're going to move forward from this and you're going to actually heal from this situation is by actually looking at where you want to be and where you're going. Okay, and you've also got to stand up for what you know is right. Again, self-respect, self-worth. This is all about standing up for yourself, standing up for what you know is right in a situation. And Spirit is kind of saying to you that they're here, they're supporting you, but you have to also help yourself, okay? So it's quite a serious reading this week, and I feel like this is actually for many of you, I'm getting 7 here, but I feel this is like a 70. There's quite a big number of you, 17, I don't know, I'm being given 7s, so this could be 7, 17, 70 of you, but there's just this 7 number coming out here. Now 7 could be a significant number for you as well. That could be a significant number, whether that's a birthday or some kind of date that means something to you. It might be a number that's, has some kind of inner meaning towards you, but that is what I'm being given. So if that's a number that's relevant to you, then please to take that on board, because that was quite specific, that number is quite relevant, okay? I want you to really go for it this week, okay? If there's something that your heart is desiring, I want you to go for it. There's 3 of you here that I feel are wanting to kind of, there's a job maybe in the pipeline and you're not sure whether you're qualified enough, or you're not sure whether it's for you. And I'm being told to tell you to trust yourself, trust your abilities, and trust that, if you don't try it and you don't go for it, you'll never know. And that is literally for 3 of you, very, very specific, okay? And I want you, oh my gosh, we're being given this again, self-love. Make time for self-love, self-worth, self-respect. It's coming out again in all aspects of this reading. You've got to also trust the universe. There's 5 to 6 of you who are becoming quite frustrated that things aren't working out for you and that things aren't happening as quickly as you'd like them to. And I'm being told that this is all about divine timing. There's certain things that have to play out before all of the pieces of the puzzle can fit together, and you're being told that you've really, really got to trust. Don't doubt. You need to have faith, you need to trust. You've got to try and stop controlling the situation, because every time you're trying to control it, you're actually blocking things from moving forward quicker. Okay, that is what I'm being told, and that is really, really important that you take that on board. And I want you to know your worth. This is coming out through this entire reading: self-worth, boundaries, self-respect, knowing your worth, knowing how worthy you are of everything, okay? All right, so, and I want, oh my gosh, this whole reading is all about this, being proud of yourself. Again, this is a self-confidence, self-worth thing, knowing that you are worthy and being proud of everything you are and what you stand for. You've got to step into your power. All right, there's 15 of you here, 1-5 I'm seeing, that have really got to step into your power. And you don't have to do this in a bolshy way or an aggressive way. This is about just saying, I know who I am, I know what I'm worth, and I can go out and get it. I'm seeing this tiger knit, and I'm hearing that Kellogg song, Eye of the Tiger. So that is very relevant, stepping out there with that roar, but not in an aggressive way, just standing out there and getting what you want, okay, and being proud of yourself. You've got to step up and lead. This is all about stepping up and lead, standing in your power, all right? So that's very, very important, taking action, taking inspired action to fulfill your dreams, all right? It's quite a serious, heavy one. There's good luck coming in here, so I feel like those 3 of you that are doubting your abilities and whether you should go for that job, that is telling me 100% that you should go for that, okay? Because there's a lot of good luck around you. And you just need to take the courage. I feel for you, this is all about self-confidence, self-worth, self-belief, and having that courage to move forward, like that eye of the tiger, like that, that lion kind of energy, okay? And I feel that some of you are just finding yourself. It's a bit like this week you're going on a bit of a journey, and by kind of writing down things that are bothering you, things that are maybe even triggering you, in ways where you're feeling that you're not enough, or you're not confident enough, or you see a job ad and you think, oh, I'm not going to be able to do that. I feel this is where you're going to be finding out about yourself and the areas where you maybe do need to work on things, but you could also be finding out information, but I'm just hearing finding, and I feel this could be either finding out information which is going to lead to something this week, or it could be that there's 30 to 33 of you here that actually you're just finding out more about you and what you need and want, and it's going to help you. It might feel a little bit raw, a little bit vulnerable and working on this, but it's important that you do it. Okay, and I do feel that there's some people around you who are going to be very compassionate, okay, but you've got to speak. If you speak up, you're going to find that people are going to start radiating towards you. Your energy is going to bring that in, and you're going to have a lot more compassion around you, and people are going to want to help you, okay? Especially certain relationships, I'm feeling, if they've had a bit of difficulty with boundaries and self-respect, just sit down and speak about how you feel. And I feel like this is going to open up something which may feel quite hard at first, but there's going to be a lot of compassion there, okay? You've also got to lighten your load. This card is all about taking on too much, and really like kind of taking the world on your shoulders. And it's like as if this person is literally holding everything up with their hands, and they just can't take any more. They're going to break if they literally take one more bag. It's like carrier bags of food shopping, and you know, if you take one more bag, it's just going to break you, or the bag's going to snap the handle. That is what I feel for you. So you really need to look at your life and what's out of balance, and maybe where you're just taking on far too much. This could be too much emotionally, mentally, or physically, to be honest with you. I think this is going to differ for each individual, but you really need to look at that this week, okay? Lightening your load, saying no to things, again with those boundaries, having respect for yourself and saying enough is enough. I can't take any more. I can't do any more. And you know, if you need some help with this, please do contact me. We can look at this for you. I also have a chakra healing meditation class on Tuesday evening, this coming Tuesday, which I believe is the 8th of March. It's at 8:15 Greenwich Mean Time, and it's £15 to join, and all of the screens are private. But this is a really good healing class, because it works on all of your energetic vortexes, your chakras, and each chakra correlates to an energetic field where it affects your physical, mental and emotional being. So for example, the sacral chakra, the orange vortex, is all about creativity. It's that sexual sacral chakra, so you could feel a bit stagnant with your creativity, or you could have lots of issues in intimacy and relationships. The root chakra is the red energetic frequent vortex, and that is all about your kind of vulnerability and fear and feeling safe. So they all have different meanings to them, and I will be working on balancing them and cleansing them. Sometimes they can be too overworked, and sometimes they can not be, they can be too sluggish. So I think some of you could really do with this workshop, and the reason why I'm saying that is because we've come up so much this week about self-worth, self-confidence, self-belief, boundaries, believing in yourself, and that is one of those energy frequencies that is very much blocked, and so we need to be working on that. Especially the throat chakra is all about being able to communicate, and I feel for some of you this is heavily blocked. Something coming in from childhood where you were told not to speak, you were told to be quiet, you were told that you didn't, you know, your voice wasn't needed. Around the dinner table, gosh, that's specific. And they're also seeing peas, so someone was eating their dinner and there was peas, and you were told not to speak, and you were trying to speak about something, and you were told, no, you don't need to speak. Right now we're eating, it's not important. That is so specific. That's literally one person. But as I say, this workshop is going to help many of you. So please do contact me if you'd like to come on to that. I'm going to close that reading there because I think that I went into quite a lot of detail there, and I feel for most of you it's very much about boundaries, about self-worth, self-confidence, self-belief, and just stepping forward into your abilities, but also just taking pressure off yourself and saying no, enough's enough. I think too much of you are taking too much on your shoulders. So I hope you have a great week. As I say, that's this week's reading, and please do contact me if you would like to book on my class on Tuesday evening. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye for now.